And welcome everyone to Grammar Positive, to Grammar Plus, your ideal YouTube channel for learning English. If you're a YouTuber looking for information about English, and if you're a student, you're looking at expert guide about English, and if you're an instructor or if you're a researcher, you are going to find expert and professional guidance on English and different topics in English. So you're at the right place. Our video is today about the noun, after having a video about parts of speech which you might watch. If you do not, I will put the link in the description below. You can go and watch that video about parts of speech as well. Today we're going to learn about noun and its kinds, and I'm going to today teach you directly from my notes. These notes, some of them are paid and some of them are free. I'll be sharing these notes with you as well. These are my professional notes. Some of them will be paid, you will be able to buy them, and some of them will be free of cost for you to learn and share with your students and your friends. So thank you everyone for watching this video. Today our topic is about learning the nouns in English and the kinds of noun, the functions of noun, the definitions of noun, and so on, and some facts and figures about noun which we'll be covering in this video tutorial as well. Thank you everyone for watching, and let us start. Now let's see what actual a noun is. There are a lot of definitions on the traditional definition of noun, on the traditional theme of noun. There are a lot of definitions. There are a lot of perceptions. Everyone gives his own definition about noun, and actually there are many people who do their own definitions according to their way, and they make a lot of mistakes and misguide you. I repeated this sentence everywhere in each of my videos. If you watch my previous video about the parts of speech, you might be listening to me saying we need professional definitions, professional way of guidance, professional way of learning the things, not the traditional way, not defining things like whatever we want and just going and covering. So let's see what actually a noun is. Now, a noun is a member of parts of speech. Noun is a member of parts of speech. It names or identifies. Now, the important things I have made bold in the notes for you, and I'll be sharing this notes with you. Now, what actually a noun is? A noun is a member of parts of speech. We have already learned what parts of speech are, and there is another separate video. You should watch it from starting till end and learn what actually parts of speech are. Now, noun is a member of parts of speech. It names or identifies a person, place, thing, quality, idea, condition, and activity. What? Idea, condition, and activity? Oh my god, I'm gonna see this first time in the definition of noun. No, don't worry. This is I can say the official and the professional definition of noun. And we'll be describing these things. What does quality mean? What does idea mean? What does condition and activity mean in the definition of noun as well? Let us see them one by one. A noun names or identifies. There's some little difference between naming and identifying. Now, the one thing which has already got a name, something that is already a name, so we can say a noun is naming that, like table, like book, cat, dog, car, etc. And something we are going to identify someone, Mr. Kenneth, like Mr. Khan, and so on. In this kind of things, identifications, those are called identification. Now, as we say, a noun identifies place like Americas, like Europe, like San Francisco, like London, and so on. Now, here, why I will bold this thing? I'll be mentioning this with you later. Now, noun names a quality. Itself, noun is not a quality. Keep in mind, noun names a quality. Okay, itself, noun is not a quality. Where did it go? Oh, we are on the next page. Okay, and noun is itself is not an idea. Noun names an idea. Keep in mind, name of an idea, name of a quality like goodness, badness. These are names of qualities like a condition, activity. We'll be discussing these further as well. Now, what are the characteristics of noun? Let us see. Most of the nouns in English have singular and plural forms. Okay, this we know. Most of the nouns in English have singular and a plural form, and keep in mind adjectives are used before nouns. Now, for example, is a good boy. In this sentence, good is an adjective which is giving details about the noun boy. Now, these are some preliminary information about a noun. A noun plus noun makes a compound noun. Let us see this side, the characteristics, the functions of a noun. Now, a noun can function as a subject, a noun can function as an object, a noun can function as a complement, as a direct object, as an indirect object, as an opposition, and also as an object of a preposition. We'll be learning all the things at our channel, the Grammar Positive, the Grammar Plus. One by one, I'll be making videos on all of them. Now let us see what definition of noun. Please keep in mind there is no fixed definition of noun. Everyone gives his own definition according to his mind. Let us see. In his book, The Teacher's Grammar Book, William James says defining noun is such a problem that many writers do not try to do. Now, noun, we say noun is the name of person, place, thing, and an up. No, noun is such an odd thing, such a big thing that many grammarians, many book writers do not even try to describe. Now let us go further and see the kinds of noun, and we'll be discussing some sort of facts on this side about noun as well. Now, there are many kinds of noun in English grammar, and there are many perspectives, angles of studying nouns, like gender, like number, noun as a number, noun as gender, noun as diction, noun as a case and opposition. We'll be learning slowly and slowly. These all will be making separate videos about them. Now let us see, we study kinds of noun, gender, number at intermediate level. This videos are maybe for intermediate level, for everyone who hasn't this information and should store the information with themselves. Now, to be a good writer and a student of English, you need to learn all about noun and as well as other parts of speech. Let's go further on the next page and let us see. Now, there are kinds of noun. We are going to discuss kinds of noun as well. There are many kinds of nouns used in English grammar and some special types of noun too. As you go deeper in grammar, you'll study them according to your level and understanding. There are two common types of noun, the common noun and the proper noun. We'll be discussing and differentiating between these two things. Let's start. A common noun names any person, any place, anything, any idea, or any condition, like boy, like car, like book, like Ali, like David, like king, and so on. Now, common nouns have many types, which include abstract, concrete, count, and mass, and collective nouns. Okay, let us see this side. Note, a common noun is not the name of any particular person, not the name of any particular place, or not the name of any particular thing. Common things like table, cat, books, bottle, and so on. So these all are the types of common noun. These all follow under the common noun. We start with abstract noun, we start with concrete, and which one is the next? Count, mass, and collective nouns too. Let us go further and see them one by one. What's an abstract noun? An abstract noun is a type of noun. It names an idea, state, event, quality, action, or concept. Whatsoever we can think of in our minds, those are abstract, and whatsoever we can touch physically, like table, like books, like wall, like door, these are concrete nouns. Now let us see on this on the right side some distinctions, some examples of abstract noun. I've given an abstract chart on this side. Now let us see, we said an abstract noun names a quality. What are the qualities? Now, kindness, Kindness is a sort of thing we can feel in our mind. We can think of in our mind, but we cannot actually touch it physically. So that's why we can put it kindness in the group of abstract nouns. The second thing, quality is a whiteness, blackness, whiteness, yellowness, blueness, and so on. These are all colors, and we are making the abstract noun of that color. Let us see the next one, that is wisdom. Now you can see here wisdom. Now wisdom is something which we can think of, which we can feel, which we can talk about. We cannot actually touch, physically touch wisdom, hold it, lift it up, no. And same like that, we have honesty. We have honesty with us. We have honesty. Now, honesty is something, as if someone is honest, and we can use honesty, and as honesty is the best policy, like this is a proverb for that. So this is something which we can think of, which we cannot touch. Now, bravery. If someone is brave, so we can say bravery. So this is the thing we can use. The second thing in our definition, we had an abstract noun names an action. Action. An action. Now, movement or motion. Motion is sort of action. Movement is a sort of action. And we can say judgment. Judgment is something which we cannot touch, which we cannot lift up, which we cannot, only we can feel judgment. Now, the next is theft. Theft is sort of noun which we can think of. Laughter, shipment, and estate. What are estate? Now, sickness. Oh my god. Sickness. Death. Oh my god. Again, childhood. In my childhood, I used to play video games. I used to play cricket, football, so and so on. And boyhood. Okay, and youth and poverty. These all are abstract nouns. This all we cannot touch, we cannot feel, we cannot lift and take away. These all is exist in mind. Let's see another note from here for the abstract. Abstract nouns are those that only exist in our mind, which we cannot know through our senses. This clarifies the meaning for you, what actually are abstract nouns. And further, there is another note. The names of arts and sciences are also abstract nouns, like grammar, like chemistry, like biology, like music, and so on. So let us go to the concrete, abstract versus concrete nouns. What actually is concrete noun? Now, concrete noun. I'm sorry, there is a mistake. There is a mistake here. A failed test. There's a mistake from my earlier notes. It should be a concrete noun. A concrete noun names a material or a tangible object, thing, or also a phenomenon. Now let us see what is a phenomenon, what is a tangible object. For example, trees. For example, boys, girls, books. These are all concrete nouns. And something else, morning. Now we can feel morning. This is a phenomenon. This is a phenomenon from the nature. So this is we have put this in the concrete nouns. And evening, we can feel earthquake. These all are in the concrete noun group. And further, keep in mind, materials are in concrete group. So do not make material noun English. Most of the teachers, most of the instructors on traditional level, they make one new kind of noun. They say material noun. I'm sorry for that. Actually, there is no material noun. Now consult books and your teachers for a long list of abstract and concrete nouns for your practice and recognition. And I'll be providing you a long list of concrete versus abstract nouns in my notes as well. In a way, abstract and concrete are opposite to each other, but there are some distinctions too. Now let's go further and see what actually are other types of common nouns. Countable noun. A noun, the names of an object and people that can be counted, that are called countable noun. Now boys, books, and so on, we can count them, pen, etc. Now the second one is uncountable noun or mass noun. These are the names of things which we cannot count, like milk, like sugar, like honesty, like oil, gold, and so on. These are we can say mass or uncountable nouns. The last thing in the common type nouns is collective noun. Refers to a group of individuals, means those nouns that are names of a number of people or things, like army, like family, like nation, like parliament. These all are names of a group of people, group of something. So that's why these are called collective noun. Let's see the notes. To learn more about and use of abstract and concrete nouns, read the book by Alfred Rosa and Paul Eschel's Model for Writers, short essays for composition. This, you'll be studying this book. And thank you so much everyone for watching. I will provide you with these notes. Study them and like and share our channel with your friends. Thank you everyone.